Welcome back, everyone. With a bit of luck, we're going to have Lucy on air live. Are you there, Lucy?
I am, Don. How are you?
Good. How's Melbourne treating you to this morning? Is it cold out there or what?
It's really cold, but I've got to admit, I think we have had the best weather. Oh, my God. And now it's just getting a little bit, like, starting to get cold, you know. But I've got to admit, May, and we've had warm weather up to May.
That's fantastic, isn't it? That when I used to go to Melbourne, because my son used to work in Melbourne, I tell you what, it was a terrible place to visit. It was it was just terrible as far as weather goes. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, I agree. We've had, like, you know, 1 minute you could get 3 different types of weather all in one day. It's raining, it's sunny, it's cold, it's warm. You know, It's Melbourne for you.
Now, listen, before we just talk about your latest album release very shortly, it says here, her peers call her the voice, the soul voice of Australia. Her fans call her incredible. Her friends call her an angel. And, well, your husband just loves you to bits.
That was written by this incredible journalist here in Melbourne, by Kerry. And, you know, when you've been doing it for a long time and you just love what you do, and it's so appreciative of how people look at me and respect me as a vocalist and I guess as a human being. I try and do my best, you know.
You know, the first time I actually met you, you didn't even know me. I was on a cruise ship, Caribbean Cruises, and you were live. You were the headliner there at the time, and I heard your voice, and I said, "Oh my God, who's this lady that I'm listening to?" And after that, I was in raptures, and I said, "I've got to have her on air, no matter what."
I know.
We did get on air about 4 or 5 years ago at another station, and then all hell broke loose with COVID, and it all fell apart. But we're back again. But listen, Lucy, tell our listeners a little bit about yourself. Just quick tell you, and then we'll talk about the new album. But tell them a little bit about yourself.
Okay, basically, I mean, I've been a singer-songwriter since, you know, my mid-teens. I've been pretty much singing my whole life. From a little girl, I didn't speak. So I was pretty much born. I was born for 6 years mute, so I didn't really make a sound. Best sound was in music, and I basically been a singer-songwriter my whole life. I've performed my whole life. I've been doing it a long time. Love it. I work with so many phenomenal musicians in Australia. I've been around the world. You know, I've performed with many great musicians and many great artists from all over the world, and I've come to from you know, as you know, from working on the Royal Caribbean as a headliner. I've just written my new album, and the songs are so inspiring and spiritual, and there's messages in there, and the melodies are fantastic, and these are hit songs, guys. And I'm telling you, go on Spotify and put them in your Spotify list, you know, and I hope you enjoy my new album. And we are doing the LG project this Saturday at the Jazz Lab in Melbourne. It's my album launch. So it's going to be an incredible night.
I've been playing a track from you for about 3 or 4 weeks, and every week I just get asked by people, can we listen to Lucy Gale's track? And I do.
Oh, wow, that's wonderful. So, I bet you it's If You Believe.
It is. I'll tell you what, it's an amazing track. But just quickly, Lucy, just so people know, you are involved with all the big shows, Don Lane shows in the old days, Good Morning Australia, TV appeals. Oh, it just goes on and on.
All of those.
Throughout Australia, you were signed by John Hewson from Whitney Houston's company. Oh, it just goes on and on. Channel 7, Channel 9, Channel 10. It just goes on and on and on. Now, listen, I'm going to bring you up to something that you're going to remember. I want to love all the ads you were in Skinny Milk and Nissan, but the one I love the most, of course, Linda's Electric Blankets.
You remember that one? I'll sleep
wonderfully warm with Linda.
With Linda, yeah.
Boy, I tell you what, they were the days.
I know. That's probably one of the most well-known commercials in those days. And that happened to be with this incredible gentleman by the name of Ross Ingalls, who did all, you know, who wrote and played on all the commercials. And, you know, him, myself and Dominic Ross, who actually produced this album.
Yep, we're going to go down that path very, very shortly. What I was going to mention too, that you opened up the grand final, the NRL grand final, the ARL grand final. You televised worldwide on UNISF. It just goes on and on and on, doesn't it?
Yes, I sang half time. Yes.
And look, just a couple of other things. You were that beautiful with that beautiful red hair that they actually painted you with the Archibald Prize.
Yes, I absolutely. I got painted for the Archibald, as I guess the artist, you know, in what I've put into the music industry, and me, I guess, as an artist, and my red hair by Jim Van Geet, who's an incredible artist. He's lovely.
And you were privileged to perform with Andrea Bocelli. Just tell me a little bit about that.
I was, and me and Dominic Ross, we both performed for Andrea Bocelli, and he's such a beautiful man, and he he was just so overwhelmed with us. A beautiful man, and it was great to sing for Andrea Bocelli.
And I still cry, Lucy, when I listen to that special track you wrote for Sylvester Stallone. Tell us about that one.
How Do I Say Goodbye is something else. It's such a beautiful ballad. It's, you know, when Sylvester Stallone's son passed away, Sage, I'm a huge fan of him, and I couldn't imagine how he would have felt just losing his only boy. And I got on the piano and I wrote it. And I wrote How Do I Say Goodbye? And that's on the platforms. And that song, people play that at funerals. People grab that song, and that's the song. Singers sing that song. People, I don't know, something about How Do I Say Goodbye. It's just one of those songs. It's beautiful.
The words are amazing. Anyhow, let's get on to this new album of yours, Never Too Late. Sure. Tell me a little bit about it.
Okay, it's Never Too Late. I've written it and I've named it It's Never Too Late because in life now, after, you know, so many things have happened in the world, it's never too late to go out and do the things you want to do. And I've written It's Never Too Late, the album. It's filled, it's spiritual. Every song has a message. Every song has a message. It was produced by Dominic Ross. What he has done with this album is something else. You know, he's composed it. And I've got incredible, beautiful musicians who have played on this album, and I'm so honoured. And we've come as a family, and we've put it together. And wow, all I can say is how I've written this album. I got off the ship, and I took some time to myself. I closed the doors, and I started to write, and things were just coming out of me, emotions, feelings. And this is how I got to write it. It's Never Too Late, the album.
Well, I've listened to a couple of the tracks. The tracks are absolutely amazing. But
thank you, Dom.
Give it a plug again, Lucy.
Thank you, Dom. The launch is this Saturday, and if you're in Melbourne, guys, come on down to the Jazz Lab in Brunswick. 7:30 the doors open, so you've got to be there by 7:30. You can pay at the door, or you can pay online. It's the Jazz Lab Brunswick.
That's fantastic. And listen, are you still there, Lucy? I just want to ask you one last question. Okay, all right, one last question. I didn't do this last time, but I want to ask it to you, because I ask it of all the interviews I have on here. If you were in a park, sitting down in a park, overlooking a beautiful river or some or water, and you're sitting in a park on a park bench, I'm going to ask you a special question. Who would you like to speak to for 1 hour of your time, dead or alive?
Who would I like to speak to for 1 hour in my life? Oh, my goodness. Oh, there's a lot to choose from.
No, you just pick what can be anybody. It doesn't have to be anybody special. Anybody,
there is a gentleman in America that you probably wouldn't know him, but his name's Tyler Perry.
Right.
And he would probably be a huge inspiration for me. With maybe Tyler Perry, or it'd probably be Michael Jackson right next to me.
Yeah, that's it. It's good to know when I ask the question what they actually come up with, which is fantastic. Lucy, it's been great speaking with you. I'm going to play.
Thanks, Dom.
I'm going to play a track for you. And I'm sure that launch is going to be booked out.
Hopefully.
I don't see any reason why it won't be. So enjoy the launch. I'm sure you will. This is Lucy Gale's latest track off her album, Never Too Late. This is our very own Lucy Gale off her latest CD.
Inside and out, it's the moment I
Lucy Gale there with the latest track of her album, Never Too Late. If You Believe. What an amazing voice.